go slow. Got me like a friend. What confuses me though is kisses when we breathe. Tell me what's the deal, yo.
Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. Saturday baseball on the show. It's the Detroit Tigers and the Boston Red Sox. First pitch coming your way next. Just about set to go. And today's starting pitcher, Lucas Giolito, and singing he likes pitching at home.
Well, truly for him, there is no place like home. He's been so dominant here, and as a teammate, you expect him when pitching at home this year to go out and dominate just as he has. The fans expect it, and I think everyone around here knows that he's a good pitcher. Even though we don't see the same splits on the road, we're going to start to see that translate as well.
And another ball. Swings through that one for strike two.
2 balls, 3 strikes.
Got him. And now one away.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner when with 2 strikes you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
Giorgella steps in. That one missed. Swing and a line drive and a base hit up the middle. So a man aboard now with one away.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch you could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. Those always feel good.
Here's Riley Green. And a 2-1 on the way.
3 balls.
That's down and in. A slider missed. Swung on, belted. And that one hops the wall. Here comes Urshela around third. The relay throw. Not in time. He's safe as they jump ahead. A run scores.
He was all over that one. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Runner at third with one gone. Kerry Carpenter up now for the Tigers. And the pitch. In there. And so now 1-2.
If you're going to be a championship type of ball club, you've got to hit with runners in scoring position. And after last night's struggles, I'm sure this team is chomping at the bit to have this kind of opportunity here early in this game.
That one down the line, and it goes just foul. The 1-2. That one ripped. That's back. And that one will bang off the wall near the pesky pole. One run is in. Coming home. Relay throw home. Not in time. He makes it safely for an inside the park home run.
Well, he just about hit it out of here, but once it took that carom off the wall like that, I mean, he really turned on the afterburners. And I'll tell you, as an outfielder, this is pretty much your worst nightmare. But playing the ball off the wall like that can be really tough sometimes. Definitely an exciting play.
So 1 out, nobody on. Colt Keith up now for the Tigers. The pitch. In the air, left field. Crone has it sized up, and he makes the catch. 2 away now. And now the Tigers line up for manager A.J. Hinch. In that 5 spot, a guy that's been struggling a little bit, Colt Keith.
And Boog, I don't know what it is, but a big part of his struggles this season have come from the way he's hit on the road. Listen, away from home, he's hitting under the Mendoza line, and that's just not getting it done. Unfortunately, it's one of those things that's difficult to break out of. It's difficult to diagnose, and you got to figure out a way because you're going to have.
That ends the inning, so we take a break. 3 runs for them here, and they move ahead. Bottom half of inning number 1 coming up. It's the Tigers 3, and the Red Sox coming up. Back here at Fenway, and on the hill, Reese Olson. And Chris, pitching on the road has not been particularly kind to him.
Yeah, and you don't want to be too quick to say that he can't pitch on the road. Sometimes, you know, it's just a matter of luck. It's not having a feel. Difference between the bullpen mound to the mound out there on the playing field. Don't know what it is, but I know this. He's got good enough stuff to overcome and get it done on the road as well as at home. So we'll see what he's able to do in this one.
Ripped into right field, base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Batting second, the designated hitter,
Rafael Devers up to hit.
Devers.
Kicks and fires. Big swing and a miss, Olson. He isn't really known as a starting pitcher that's going to get you deep into the start. It's not that he's not capable, he just hasn't proven that he can do it yet. Hard on the ground to first. To second, and it pulls the shortstop off the bag. Out on a bang-bang play, but he made it close. Here's a check of the Red Sox lineup, put together by manager Alex Cora. Already they find themselves down 3 runs in this game, so there's work to be done.
Yeah, you want to see them come out with a little urgency here. You don't have to score all 3 runs, but put something up on the board. And that'll make you feel a little bit better about your opportunities. But if you're looking at that 3-run lead and saying we've got to get it right now, you can put yourself up against a wall and not have really good at bats. So just trust the process. Trust that your pitcher can hold them right there. These players can find themselves back in this ball game.
Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Swings and misses. Slider got him for strike 3.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Now at the plate, Tristan Casas. Casas checks his swing, appeal to third. Nope, he held back. And he gets that fastball by him upstairs.
He's got such great stuff. You just don't know from start to start whether it's a potential no-hitter or it's a guy that's only going to give you 3 or 4 innings.
Settles under this one. Makes the catch, inning over. And the Red back here at Fenway Park, top of the second. Here's the shortstop at the plate. Andy Ibanez. Righty delivers. That's off the mark, and that's ball 3. Outside, and that is ball 4.
Well, a great back and forth in that at bat. He had to lay off some really close pitches, and somehow Boogie found a way to keep the bat on his shoulder right there. I'll tell you right now, I couldn't have done it.
And the batter now, Javier Baez. Next offering in there for a strike, and it's 1-2. Kicks and deals. Swing and a miss for the strikeout. Had him out front for strike 3.
Just a hammer 12-6 curveball right there, Boog. That was exactly what he wanted to do with it. Not a ton of pitchers can throw a true 12-6 break, but he does. And you can't throw it any better than he did right there.
the 2-1. That clips the corner.
Boog, our man Daryl Parker, DP, at home plate for this one. Pretty average size strike zone, but the book on him is that it sort of moves around. You can't always count on how he's going to call it from game to game.
2-2 now. And a foul ball. He stays alive. Ground ball right side, and it finds its way through for a hit. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone.
Now back, the center fielder, Akil Baddoo.
So up next, Akil Baddoo. Two on, one out. In the air, out towards right center. O'Neill getting an angle on it. He's got it. Runner tags at second, and he moves up a base. So two away with runners at the corners.
The third baseman, number 13, Gio Urshela.
Here's Gio Urshela. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-2.
If you're going to be a championship type of ball club, you've got to hit with runners in scoring position. And after last night's struggles, I'm sure these guys are chomping at the bit to have this kind of opportunity here early in this game.
Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Catcher has it, fires to first. Got him. Inning over on the strikeout. Tigers strand a pair, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Here in Fenway, and now C.J. Cron.
The left fielder, C.J. Cron.
And the right-hander deals. A swing and a miss as he chases way out of the zone. The pitch. Got him swinging.
Well, one of the things that hitters will do is they'll look for that red dot on the baseball as it's coming in to let them know what the pitch is. And if they see the red dot, it's typically a slider. But when a guy's got a really tight one with high spin rates, very difficult to determine. And that's probably why we saw a swing and miss right there. Just a nasty pitch.
One out, bases empty. Swings and misses at the pitch off the plate.
When you throw a fastball by a guy like that, I imagine it's got to feel incredible. Look for him to throw it again at some point.
Outside, and that is ball 4.
It's tough after falling behind a hitter, 2 balls and no strikes, but now at least he gets a fresh start against a new batter. But he needs to get back into the strike zone and start pitching with conviction.
And he deals. That one missing inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Just missed. The Tigers leading by 3 here in game 3 of this 4-game series. Right through there for a strike.
I got 3-2.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
And he'll be beating himself up on the way back to the dugout. Got a pitch to hit and just couldn't get to it. I think that slider really caught way more of the plate than it was supposed to.
Now here is Enmanuel Valdez. Swing and a pop-up. Ibanez gets under it. Brings it in. That is the inning. No runs on no hits. No errors in 1. All set for the start of the inning. And now Riley Green.
Riley Green.
And the righty deals.
been a rough start on the mound for this guy. His third inning so important for him to get on track, turn the page, settle in, do all those things you need to do to give your team a little bit of length in this one.
Left-hand batter waits. And another ball. On a line, base hit.
Now batting, designated hitter, Harry.
Singy, that was a laser shot, and a good thing we have StatCast to give us the details.
Yeah, get out of the way on that one. That ball flew out of the box at 112 miles per hour. You talk about generating a ton of power in that swing. He did it with quick hands, good lower half, and just unloaded on that ball.
Stepping in, Kerry Carpenter.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Nobody out, runner at first. Base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Now batting, the second baseman, Colt.
And next to hit for Detroit, Colt Keith. The 1-1. So Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. The 1-2. Battling here as he fouls it away. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that deep, because teams are really aggressively building their bullpens. Swings through it for the K. And that's strikeout number 100 on the year.
Well, Boog, it becomes pretty difficult as a teammate when a guy's struggling like this. You don't know if you want to go up and tell him to keep swinging it, or if you want to give him his space, what exactly he needs. But right now, it's clearly a struggle for him, and you're just hoping that somehow, some way it'll click, and he can get out of this as quickly as possible.
Here's Mark Canha. Next offering is fouled back. Runners at first and second with one gone. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. That one just misses.
Just missing off the plate there, according to the umpire, and out there on the mound, maybe trying to get an explanation. Can't say he's convinced, but it looks like he's accepted it.
Ground ball left side, could be 2. Throws to first in time.
That was a productive at bat. You know you're doing something right anytime you help move 2 runners into scoring position and give your team a chance to drive in a few runs, even if it's still kind of early in the game.
And the batter will be the shortstop, Andy Ibanez. 2 outs, 2 in scoring position.
Well, it stinks to be down by, these runs early in this ball game like this, but you've got 2 outs. You've got to close the door because you still have a chance with how much time is left in this one.
Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. McGuire on to first. In time, the 2-3 strikeout ends the inning. Back for the bottom of the third. Now it's the second baseman, Rob Refsnyder. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Hit weakly on the ground. Ibanez. Off balance throw in time. 1 up, 1 down.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front, rolled over on it. Exactly what he was supposed to do.
Here's Tyler O'Neill. And a 1-1. And there's a breaking ball that drops in there.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Next offering is down low.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Now a screamer into the outfield. Baddoo makes the grab, and there's 2 gone.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it, but in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
The Tigers leading by 3 here in the last half of the third. Got him looking, and he didn't like the call. Red Sox go down 1-2-3. Still down 3-0. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the top of the 4th. And now the first baseman, Javier Baez. Fly ball down the line. Nobody can get there, and it's a foul ball. In the air, left side. Crone has it sized up. Makes the grab, 1 away.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
And that one is lifted in the air. Crone has it sized up. Brings it in. That's out number 2.
Now batting, the center fielder.
Back to the top of the lineup. Next to hit, Akil Baddoo. The wind of the pitch. Good eye right there. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. And it's in time for the 3rd out, so that'll end the inning. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. Now it's the right fielder, J.D. Martinez. The wind of the pitch. That clips the zone, and that is strike 2.
Well, certainly doing his very best out there on the mound to bring that win streak to a halt.
The pitch. That one misses, and it's 3-2.
Now in this 3-ball count, down in the ball game, you've got to be very selective. Take your walk if they'll give it to you.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
Really love the pitch sequence right there. I'm telling you what, pitcher and catcher are on the same page right now.
So here's Boston's cleanup hitter, Tristan Casas. 1 down, base is empty. And it is 2-1. You know, Singy, they talk about Red Sox Nation, but there is something to that because the Boston Red Sox aren't just about Boston or Massachusetts. It's that whole New England area. So you're talking about Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, Northern Connecticut. There's a whole segment of the country that is locked in on the Boston Red Sox pitch to pitch throughout the summer. Kelly tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down.
You hear people talk about letting the ball travel so often in terms of a hitting approach, and that's a great example why right there. If he's willing to let that curveball get a little deeper into the zone before he commits, he's way more likely to recognize that it's making a beeline for the dirt. On the other side, still a nice 2-strike pitch, though.
2 balls.
That misses, and it's 2-1.
They travel really well, and I think Red Sox fans are sprinkled all over the country.
Two outs. Wouldn't chase that time. Here comes a pitch. That one is absolutely belted. Padu going back. Pulls it in on the warning track.
This opportunity is once in a lifetime.
Ready now for the 5th inning. Gio Urshela to the plate.
Number 13.
Well, you got to give him credit out there on the mound. This outing started off a little shaky, but he's found a way to settle in and turn this into a pretty good start. Kind of shows you a lot about his mental makeup as a pitcher.
Right through there for a
1
strike.
ball, 2 strikes.
Bounce to third. Wong. Slings to first. 1 up, 1 down.
The batter, the right fielder, Riley.
And next up for the Tigers, Riley Green. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. That's a strike. 2-2 now. One down, base is empty. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
2 outs, base is empty. Now it's the DH, Kerry Carpenter. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
2 strikes.
Two down, nobody on. Right side, hard hit. Whips it to Casas, and it's a 1-2-3 inning. Tigers are shut down there, but they lead at 3-0. Back here in Boston, we head to the bottom of the 5th, and now it's the catcher for the Red Sox, Reese McGuire. And now the count 1-2 after the swing and the miss. Tigers bullpen with some action. Shelby Miller up and loosening in the pen. Holton also throwing. And there's the ball. And a base hit into right center field. So a man on base to start the inning.
Dominant performance for him today, Boo. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
Now batting,
Connor Wong up next for the Red Sox.
Leadoff man on. It's time to play a little small ball. Get some base runners. Try to dig yourself out of the hole.
In the air, right side. Green makes the grab, and there's 1 away. Now it's the shortstop, Enmanuel Valdez. And a pitch. Double play ball to second. On to second, they get one, and that's two. Still nothing on the scoreboard for him after 5. It's the Tigers 3 and the Red Sox nothing. We're back, and they make a change to start the 6th. The new pitcher, Cutter Crawford.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Leading off, Colt
for the
Keith.
Tigers, the second baseman, Colt Keith.
The 1-1.
Ball, that's outside.
Well, these Tigers really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. They really made that opposing starter work in this one. Ran his pitch count up, and now they've got an opportunity to continue making things difficult on the bullpen.
And now 2-2. Got it by him for the K.
Now back.
Here's the left fielder, Mark Canha. One down, base is empty. And another ball. High fly ball near the pole. That one is foul. Right-hander kick steals. Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. He's got it, and there's 2 away.
That swing right there tells me he's seeing the ball pretty well. I know it didn't produce a hit, but he made solid contact, and that's all you're looking to do anytime you're at the plate.
2 outs, base is empty. And now the shortstop, Andy Ibanez. Dives, and he can't hang on. And he beats the throw very close right there.
Everything came together for him. Really good swing right there. He got a pitch that he knew he could handle, allowed himself to stay back just a tad bit longer, and he hit the ball on the screws.
So, man aboard, Javier Baez up now for the Tigers. And here it comes. That one fouled off, 2-2.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Got him looking for the strikeout. Clipped the bottom of the zone with a curve for strike 3. So 1 hit is all they get. 9-1-2 scheduled to hit in the home half of the 6th. Bottom of the 6th. Still stepping in for Boston, Rob Refsnyder.
Second baseman, Rob Refsnyder.
And a pitch. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Tosses to first. Leadoff man retired in the 6th. So the Red Sox lineup turns over. And now the center fielder, Tyler O'Neill. And another ball.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That one way outside. Ball 3. The wind and the pitch. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Baez makes the grab. 2 down. Now it's Devers at the plate. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Swings through that.
It really looks like these hitters have been in between with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
2 outs. And down on strikes he goes. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. It's the Tigers 3. Back now at Fenway. And now the batter is Carson Kelly. That one hit to right. Sizing this one up. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's one away.
Up next for the Tigers,
Akil Baddoo up now for the Tigers. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the top half of inning number 7. Base hit.
Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep, took the barrel right to it, and then extended through the swing for the line drive base hit.
Move to first. Baddoo back on a dive. Man at first, 1 away. At the plate, Gio Urshela. Next pitch is outside. Right-handed reliever. Swing and a base hit. Lead runner makes the turn at second. Throw into third. Not in time. He's safe.
the right fielder, number 31, Riley.
1 away, runners at first and third. Riley Green up now for the Tigers. 2 on, 1 out. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Out number 2.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of the zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Brady textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Kerry Carpenter up now for the Tigers. Strike on the inside corner.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Runners on first and third, 2 away. Here in game 3 of this 4-game series. Popped up. Valdez settles underneath it. Drops into the glove. And that is that. Tigers strand a pair, but they lead it 3-0. Set for the last half of the 7th. And now here is J.D. Martinez. The pitch. That to right. Green settles under it. Pulls it in, and there's 1 away.
Well, timing is the key to great hitting, and right now that door is still locked. They haven't been able to figure out pitch sequences, and it's impacting them across the board.
And next for the Red Sox, Tristan Casas. 1 down, base is empty. Just missed.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. Been painting the corners, working on the edges, and changing speeds.
You can do to me to keep me from fulfilling my dreams. Sometimes this life is not what it seems.
So the Tigers get a new arm from the pen, Shelby Miller. He has a great slider with tons of movement.
Number 7, Shelby. Miller.
Base is empty, one away. And here is C.J. Cron. Next pitch misses way outside. The Tigers up by 2 here at the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2. Here's a high fly ball out to center. And it drops in. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
These days, most outfielders play pretty deep, and I'm not sure if that was a factor there or not, but off the bat, you're thinking it's going to be a pop-out, and it just kind of nestled into that spot where no one was able to get to it.
Here's Reese McGuire. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count 1-2. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Chased the fastball up the ladder for strike 3.
Thought it was a pretty good pitch. Top of the strike zone. We're seeing more fastballs in that location. Hitters, especially with 2 strikes, have to be ready to pull the trigger.
So 2 down now, and here is Connor Wong. Not close with that one, and that's ball 2. The tying run at the plate. Into center. Sizes this one up. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show.
Yeah, I push until I bleed, and I keep it so 100, not afraid to show my teeth. You can never be like me.
Back here at Fenway. Now here is Colt
The second
Key.
baseman, Colt Key.
Next offering is in for a strike. Struck him out looking.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
And 1-2. And they'll do it again. Next offering misses down and away.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Came inside with that 2-strike fastball nicely and just bunched him up on the inside part of the plate. Couldn't get around on it and catch it out front. Many times if you do, it's a foul ball. And you know, a lot of pitchers, they really don't like working inside with 2 strikes because they do not want to hit that batter. And when they've got him up against the ropes, got to figure out a way to put him away. Did a nice job right there.
2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top of the 8th. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Alex Lang. He last pitched 2 days ago. Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning. So digging in, Rob Refsnyder.
Oh, this is a rough start to the inning. It's easy to feel like you're on an island on the mound, but he knows his defense is there to back him up.
Swing and a miss, struck him out.
Well, that's a curveball that I'm sure he wants back at the plate. 2 strikes, the sort of pitch you're hoping for, a bit of a mistake, and I'd say in a very hittable location, but clearly the break was enough to get him to swing through it. Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap, but, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that.
Runner takes off. Strike in there. Throw to second. Great jump, and that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close.
Well, he picked over once just before the pitch to check on him, but that didn't seem to slow up his jump on the pitch at all. I think that guy's been studying some video. Awesome job to be prepared, got the timing down, and he gets into scoring position.
Got him! And there's 2 away.
Committed to that breaking ball just a little too much and couldn't pull the bat back in time. You know, once you get it going, it can be so tough to stop the momentum of that barrel. Good pitch, had him fooled.
Tying run at the plate. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Outside, and that is ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat. Andrew Chafin gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect the tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Activity in the bullpen. Jason Foley getting loose for A.J. Hinch. Vest getting cranked up as well. On the ground to the left. And it's just foul. That was close. With the go-ahead run at the plate, here the bottom half of the 8th inning. In the air, right field. He's under it. Squeezes it, and that ends the inning. Now into the game, Trevor Story. He's in at shortstop. Javier Baez now at the plate. Going to count 1 and 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Looks like he's picked up right where he left off. Now here's the Detroit catcher, Carson Kelly. He dives, but he can't make the catch. The throw is still in time, and they do get the second out of the inning.
Just a great effort all the way around at third base right there. Nice job to get a glove on it with the dive, but it was the recovery that was so impressive. If he doesn't hop to his feet and get the throw off in such a fluid motion over there, I kind of doubt he gets the out.
And now, Akil Baddoo. Up the middle. Sends it to first. And that is that. 3 up, 3 down. We're back. And on the mound is the closer, Jason Foley.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
Outside. It's 2 and 2.
Now, Boog, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
And that one hit 97 on the gun. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Canna raging back towards the wall. Pulls it in on the warning track.
The left fielder, number 29.
He's 2 outs away. Now the left fielder, C.J. Cron. The Red Sox down by a pair here in the last half of inning number 9. On the ground to third. Whips it to first. Cron retired. So it's their last chance in this one. Here's the cap. Alex Cora turning to the bench for a new hitter. Masataka Yoshida trying to get something going for him with 2 away. 2 outs. Ripped to short. On to first. Ball game. And the Tigers bounce back from consecutive losses to take game 3 of the series.
The start of a new month is a great chance to hit the reset button. Whether you're coming in hot or cold, getting that win today is a great feeling to continue through the rest of the month.